in Carlsbad, California, and for the second straight year, the North Course at La Costa hosting the season finale for collegiate golf. And all that preparation, which began 9 months ago, culminates this week on the grandest of stages. And the wind is up this afternoon. Temperatures in the high 60s. 4 teams remaining. One will leave as a national champion on Wednesday. A very long and taxing day of match play. The quarterfinals earlier today. The semis underway this afternoon on this Dick Wilson design, which opened in 1965. Renovated by Gil Hans and Jim Wagner about a year and a half ago. So glad you could join us. A lot of great golf on tap. Steve Burkowski alongside John Cook, part of the 1979 national championship team at Ohio State. Jim Gallagher, a standout during his days in Knoxville. Billy Ray Brown, Amelia Duran, a couple other national champs on the course for us this afternoon. And Brentley Romine with some news and notes on the players. We head out to the action at the third and we say hello to Jim.
Yeah, it's going to be a great afternoon here. That was from 122. This match is even. That comes from the fairway there. His opponent, Tankersley, is in the bunker off the tee and yet to play his second.
A couple of bogeys from Matthew Crest on 6 and 7. That is why Maxi Pureager is 2 up. Crest actually made a great par save on the 8 not to go 3 down. Just got to hack something out of this from 108.
Let's go back 1 to the 8th, the par 3. Josh DeWong-Mani, get ready to go. We'll follow it with Tracer Technology presented by AT&T.
And we saw this whole location yesterday from 126 yards give these players all kinds of fits, but what a nice golf shot there.
Can respond to a quality tee shot by James. You don't want to go 3 down against Ben James.
No, you don't. Quality player, one of the best in the college game, and we know what Luke Poulter can do. Good player in his own right. And he matches him.
Oh, wow. How 2 really good shots there.
Great response.
119 yards for Crest. Want to land this 5 short and a step right. Get this too far right and it will kick there.
Can't miss it left. Oh, skidded through, Amelia.
And that's going to stay on the back portion, but that's going to be a delicate putt.
Paul Chang has stepped up yesterday to help get him into match play. A big win this morning. The former walk-on member of the club team becoming a bona fide number 2 for Bowen Sargent.
No doubt about it. Shots like that, he plays proper golf, it looks like to me. He's very mechanically sound, playing good golf, hole high, underneath the hole, doesn't get too tricky.
Maxi Pureager, his second 3 up in the match.
Well, Pureager has to make it, and he was reading this chip.
Gave it a good run. Crest hit it in there close. The birdie was conceded, so a little step in the right direction for Matthew Crest.
Yeah, he's a veteran. He knows what to do. Pureager, the freshman.
Over to 9th. One wants to win the hole. This for birdie. Nice. Good job there.
Pretty aggressive approach shot.
I'd
getting
say.
Right of that hole.
Yeah, another couple.
Jim, because there's virtually no room behind this flag.
Correct. What he brings to the table here is he's got the experience of the PGA Tour. He can still play. And I think these guys respect him and they trust him on a shot like this. And really every week they are out there.
Take it in there nice and low.
Yeah. I think he'd like it a little further up into that green, but that's where they were trying to land it. It didn't quite get up there. It's just a little bit of a crosswind. But like you said, long, no bueno.
All right, we're going to make our way back to 8. Fallberg Johnson still away, his 3rd.
Yeah, this is not much easier, this shot. Now it's downwind and you catch it a little thin here too. You can play back and forth here.
Pretty good.
Yes, but as good as you can do from that section there.
We've seen a lot of players leave it in that front bunker. Kind of heavy sand. You try to get cute, try to just get it on the green. decel and you get to hit it again. So that was pretty well done.
Yeah, and Tankersley's going to have 2 putts to win the hole here and only go 10 out of the match. I mean, that was a huge save back at the 6 where he made par, right, and got his hands full.
Be pitching on a
Straight back
downslope.
downhill.
Yeah, pitching on that downslope, Billy Ray. Letting it run out. Really nice.
Really good.
That is really nice there, guys. That took a lot of touch. Well, some of that iron plays because he's driven the ball so poorly up to this point.
Correct. Did he? Looked like a par to me.
Why not?
Are you kidding me?
No, we're not. That's a fact, Jack. How about that, Paul? How about those 2
Ole
pars?
Miss 4,
Okay.
Oklahoma State 4. Oklahoma State remains 2 up.
Well, it was so good the first time. We're going to have to take another look at it. It's just tracking. Fist bump, double fist, triple fist bump. Good save there.
Wow, Jim.
It's called playoffs. Pewrager now for birdie. He's 4 up in this match. Pretty good judge of speed there. Yeah, it's about 45 feet coming up multiple slopes. Got up to the plateau. In command of this match. Let his match this morning get away, but he's turned it around mentally. Got it back. All right, Crest now for birdie.
You have to expect that Pewrager's going to make that par putt, so Crest better give this a run. Double breaker going left up the slope and then right at the hole.
Yeah, you tend to hit these too hard when you're trying and forced to make it. But not in his case. Normally that's a pretty good read right there, but just so hard to hit it up that slope.
Moment to go. DeWongmany, 3rd from the drop zone. Pretty good from 120 yards.
120 plus yards there from the drop zone. So he's given himself a chance as Turner does not have an automatic 2-putt.
Got a couple par putts here. It's only BR 1 birdie. Imagine that, 1 birdie on this whole location, which was shocking to me. There's been any.
In my opinion, the same thing. And I will say that Tankersley played an incredible bunker shot just to get it here. His opponent putted from the front edge of the green. He's got it up there really close for his par. But this was a spectacular shot that Tankersley played from that right-hand bunker.
His scrambling has been pretty impressive in this match, for sure, ever since the 7th hole. Is that any good? How about that up and down?
Great little battle right there.
Yeah, it is. There's 1 down in this match.
Head over.
Yep, one of those, Jim, you drive it in there low, a little check and release.
He went up in the air with it. A lot of loft on that.
Kind of scooped it.
That's the problem. If you're going to hit that shot, you got to get your hands low. You got to lean the shaft. You got to hit that lower shot if you're going to use that much loft. Just a mistake there. Fallbrook Johnson will be first now here at 13 green.
Yeah, even though he's on the green and his opponent's in the bunker, he's further away. This putt comes down the slope. Comes across a little ridge to his left.
Hit a good 2-putt at the 11th for par. Lead himself about 3 feet for par. It's okay. Should we like it a little closer?
Yep. Yeah, there's no doubt. That's a good 3 feet there. And now his opponent is in the bunker. And he's hitting this bunker shot. This is actually pretty doable. That was from the right-hand side of the fairway. 211 with the second shot on the way.
That's where he needed to put it, Billy Ray. His opponent in the penalty area. Smart shot.
At 18, Ben James third from the bunker.
Good lie for James. Everything slopes to the left.
That good.
That will do it.
And will get the job done for the Virginia Cavaliers. That should be a conceded birdie to Ben James. We'll wait for it. Poulter in trouble. There's the concession, and the Cavaliers are moving on to Wednesday.
On a little bit of a redemption tour. Now taking down
Let's go.
national champion Florida that beat them a couple years ago, taking them down again.
And Josh Duanami knew every bit of that when he was talking to Amelia. We lost to Florida. They won a national title 2 years ago. We lost to Auburn. They won the national championship in 2024.
Yeah, Billy Ray, he's in good position. Hole high left to the green. A lot of green to work with. All the pressure here on Cameron Tankersley.
You know, the whole location is pretty exceptional, sitting there on the front part of the green.
Go to 15.
Yeah, second shot for Fallberg Johnson.
Yeah, this is 117 yards. First to play here. 2 up in the match right now. His opponent has driven it in the fairway as well. And man, a dangerous hole location on that back little shelf. There is that ridge to the right. We saw influence there.
Now Fang at 14.
This will turn slightly to the right. 120 yards for Fisher.
Trying to get it to stay left. It's not going to do it. It's just so tough to get it back here on that plateau. Not a bad shot, though.
Tankersley at 16.
Yeah, I think he's forced to try to take this flag on right here, being 2 down in the match with 3 to play.
No doubt, Billy Ray. He's got to try to hit the spectacular shot. Tugged it, and it's low. I've got a break, got in that bunker.
Yeah, fortunate to end up in that bunker guarding the left hand.
Billy Ray, got to keep pace up. Just inside that right with some pace. Boy, is he hanging in there by a thread.
What's that,
This
about
guy's tough
7
as
of the
nails.
7 of the 9 lies?
Tell you what, if I was playing
On display today, that's for sure. Going with a really lofty club out of here. I got to question that a bit.
Yeah, I just got a text from Bob Walcott. Said he's a gritty competitor playing against a lot of good players, but he got a little frisky with that one.
That's a pretty good leave, though. Be putting uphill.
Yeah. Stephen Boo and Chris Malloy, but just made him tough. Just talking about now Fallberg Johnson for birdie to win the match.
Yeah, this is going to have some turn from right to left. And once it starts turning left, it'll pick up some speed.
I'd say. That's nothing. That's just outside of the circle of friendship, too. Man, this has been a ground.
By far the best we've seen from there this afternoon.
By miles. We have not seen a putt conceded from that range right there past the flag.
Well, the adventures have continued here at 17. What do we have, BR?
Well, we got one right. We have one left. Tankersley is going to be first to play with a pretty good lie in this sandy area on the right-hand side. Johnson, his ball has ended up in the native grass on that left-hand side. It's a gnarly lie.
Yeah, it depends on the footing for him as well.
Yeah, Cameron's going to be first to play over here from the right-hand side. This is really doable from here because it's a tight lie and a good angle because that hole's kind of placed in the way the green sits. Makes it a little easier to come in from the right. Coach Malloy right there on the call, helping him. .182 for Tankersley. Wind helping. Yeah, this is headed out to the right. Oh, and going to catch that green side bunker there.
It just depends on the lie right here. All right. Fall for Johnson.
All right. With this lie right here, Jim, I got to be honest with you. As much foliage is around it, this is total guesswork. 172, how this ball is going to come out of this lie.
Yeah, real easy to go left, or if you hit it, chunked it, looked like it kind of had to dig that out. Oh, this could be great.
Wow.
And we've got a good shot and a putt for birdie.
I'm hoping they've got one more day of golf to play this season. The Cowboys are hoping for the same.
It's turning off that goat nearly that much.
Amelia, how's the light down there right now?
Ooh, it's getting dark fast. I will say the putt that Eric Lee has is going to be harder to read by the minute. And when you get to these speed putts, as the darkness settles in, it gets very difficult to read the undulations and judge the speed. It's okay right now, but in 10 minutes, it's not going to be.
Cohen Trolio, the junior from West Point, Mississippi. This for birdie to send the Rebels to the finals.
Oh boy, you didn't want that one.
The pressure builds.
Both have 5-6 footers now for pars. Neither one of them easy putts. Not your typical 5-footer.
Jim Moriarty, rules official, coming in to determine which player is away.
I would say that Trolio has the harder putt coming back down the hill. It's easy to stay tentative compared to Eric Lee, who has that uphill putt.
Yeah, and it swings pretty good to the left as well.
And a lot of players have been under-reading that, John.
Completely. 100% agree with that. Got to get this outside that right edge, let it drip in, catch one of the edges.
Great view from what Eric Lee will have uphill with his par putt. And John, we have seen a handful from a longer distance, but on this line for Trolio that many have fooled on how much it actually turns.
Once it starts turning, it will swing across the hole.
Cohen Trolio for par on the first extra hole.
Boy, he just left himself with a putt that you don't want to have, and that's unfortunate there for Cohen.
Bogey conceded, in with 4. The stage set for Eric Lee, the Oklahoma State sophomore. This for his par to send the Cowboys into a Wednesday matchup with Virginia. He's done it.
Right in the center. Big time putt right there for Eric Lee. Send the Cowboys into the championship match. Just inside that left edge with some speed.
The show put on by the Cowboys and the Rebels. Credit to Chris Malloy for speaking with Billy Ray Brown. That's an emotional point when your season comes to an abrupt end. But John, we started the day, 8 of the top 10 teams in the country started in match play. Oklahoma State and Virginia advanced. The Cowboys in search of their 12th national title. Virginia looking for their very first.
Yeah.